I'm gonna meet you on my couch today, okay? This is a more comfy, cozy place to sit and have this conversation. I have a cup of coffee in my hand, which I have not done in a long time during videos. If that just sets the mood for this video, stay tuned, because this one really, I'm just gonna say there's really no purpose in this video. I don't have bullet points and an outline and all the things I wanna talk about. But I had one of you sweet mamas just literally leave me a comment a minute ago, and God just like laid this on my heart. So we're going to do this. If there's another homeschool mama out there like me right now who really feels like she's just winging it, if you left that comment, you know this is you. Planner, like a homeschool planner, what even is that? A homeschool schedule, what is that? The season that we are in of homeschooling right now looks very, very, very different. And in honor of keeping things real and authentic on my channel, I am a homeschool mom just like you guys. I share that here on YouTube. You see a different light. I come to this place to try and encourage you and to share what God is doing in our life and in our home and in my heart, and things that we use and things that we love, like that with you guys so many times. However, sometimes I do feel like things can be misconstrued, misunderstood, misrepresented in the world of social media. And for a lot of that reason and explanation, I left Instagram and have not been on Instagram for 8.5 months now. 8.5 months. And I just want to come to you and say, in honor of keeping it real, to any of you mamas who might be in the similar season as I am, which is truly, truly, truly a season of just winging it. Like each day has enough worries of its own, just to quote that Bible verse, right? Like, do not worry about tomorrow because each day has enough of its own. Like, it's legit true. And that's where I'm at, and that's where I'm living and breathing and thriving right now. This was just kind of one of those things that I'm like, I want to talk about this. I want to get the conversation going. I want to just encourage you moms while also I'm speaking this to myself. We've been homeschooling almost 12 years. We'll be starting year 12 for the 2023-2024 homeschool year. That will be year 12 for us. This last month has been, I feel like, a train wreck, but not really. There's been definite intent and intention behind it, but in the books, no, there hasn't been. And I can't put my thumb on exactly what it is, what has changed, why it's been this way. We ended co-op. We've been doing that for 24 weeks. We had our end of co-op. And I feel like ever since we stopped, like co-op is over. And then I'm like, okay, deep breath. We're just going to chill for a bit. And that's legit what we've been doing. We've really just been chilling. We've been soaking up the sunshine. We've been soaking up the rainy days. We've been soaking up the summer lawn mowing jobs, soaking up all the things. My oldest, just as we speak, got his driver's license literally an hour ago and drove himself to work for the very first time. Like, you guys, this is huge stuff. And I'm sharing this just because it's such a transitional season for us. And I don't want to miss this and these moments with the weight and the pressure and the burden of, did I do enough homeschooling stuff today? I hope that me sharing this will encourage somebody. That's the whole reason, right? That's the whole reason behind this whole channel, is that God will use this to speak to some mama. That's my hope. That's my why. Year after year, I come back to that. That's my why. That's why I do this. That's why I share. Because yes, sometimes it seems silly, but I know, because you have told me before, that something spoke to you. I know God is using this space. And in this season of feeling like I'm just winging it. We're just taking each day as it comes and getting through today. Literally today was driving test for driver's ed. Orthodontist appointment immediately after. Straight to the written test for driver's ed. Straight home to get lunch. Straight to the dollar store, because my two younger boys were like, hey, brother, take us to the dollar store so we can get a bouncy ball. So they go to the dollar store, the three of them together. And he drives off and heads to work. Like, this is a huge season in our life that is something to be so excited about. And yet the enemy in the back of my mind will come in and say, well, what did you do for school today? School. This crazy standard that I don't even believe in, honestly. Have you read Dumbing Us Down? Just curious, because I have listened to it and I need to go back and listen to it again. I was encouraged by a friend yesterday. Somebody somewhere came along and set this standard, right? And we still, as homeschoolers who can do it so different, who have the freedom to do it so different, still can get trapped and carry that burden of that standard that we don't even believe in. I don't believe in this standard of education, right? That whole thing, like in and of itself as a whole. I personally need to be reminded of my why I'm homeschooling. I need to personally be reminded of what that actually looks like and what my goal is in keeping my kids home and homeschooling them and raising them the way that we are raising them, and what is the purpose and the reason in all of that. I needed to be reminded of, and still need to be reminded of, that almost daily. Weight of, we haven't done what we need to be doing. We haven't been in the books enough. We're just doing math. We're doing math, and that's literally all we've done for a month. We got 2 psychology lessons in from the Gather Round unit study, which I love. And that's why I've kind of put that on hold, because I want to give it everything. I want to give it my all with my boys when we are in a slower season. I feel like it's getting beautiful out. It's nice. The weather's great. It's not too hot to be outside. I'm honestly feeling, you guys, this shift of just stopping everything. Like, even saying it out loud gives me such a relief. Just stopping everything except math. Maybe for 6 weeks. Maybe just for 4 weeks. I don't know. Stopping all of it and just refreshing and resetting and coming back when we're in the heat of summer and everyone's tired of swimming and playing and all the things, and we have that afternoon lull. We need to come inside and cool off and work our minds. I know that's a real thing. Hello, been homeschooling for a long time, and I know what the summer months can look like. And there are definitely those days where we're full and jam-packed of adventure and all the things, but yet there are also those days where we play outside and do things outside, and then the afternoon lull sets in and we want something to do together, to just calm our minds, to be together, to make our minds think outside of the box and put them to work a little bit. I know that. I've done this. Like, I know this, but I really don't think that I have ever really been just winging it as much as I am right now. And I am a firm believer in homeschooling your way. Homeschool in a way that suits your home, your family, whatever your schedule is, whatever your day in and day out. Like, that's all you, mama. And I say that a lot. Like, it's all you. It's not going to look the same from my home to your home. I definitely preach that freedom and that beauty in getting to do that. But I do know that I too get bound. I get bound by the weight of, we haven't been doing it like we should be, or like I want to, right? Like my standard that I set in our home in homeschooling. But why am I choosing to look at the books as the standard? I'm looking at what we accomplished on a piece of paper as the standard for homeschooling for the day. Why do we, as homeschool moms, and let me know if you're with me on this, why do we get so discouraged when we didn't complete a piece of paper in a book and negate everything else they've done in their day? Like, I can let Satan come at me with, you didn't homeschool your child today. I very much homeschooled my child today. I took my oldest to go do his driving test. I took him to go do his written test. Like, this is legit stuff. Now he's at work, right? This is communication between people. This is eye contact. This is respect. This is taking instruction and lesson and guidance from somebody. This is testing on a computer to get, like, do you see what I'm saying? I feel like I'm going in circles because I don't have bullet points, but I like to just talk loosely and freely sometimes and really just share what I am feeling, because I know I am guilty of seeing something at face value and taking that for what it is. And as I'm sharing all the new curriculum videos and things that we plan on doing in our homeschool and what I plan on doing through the summer in our homeschool and all the things, I want you to know I too am over here as a homeschool mom feeling I'm so ready for the end of year. I'm so ready. I have no goals for the month of May. I had none. No goals that were set in our homeschool for the month of May. I literally fell off the wagon as soon as we quit co-op. But hello, why am I doing that? We did a full year of co-op where they did some hardcore courses. Why the pressure? We are thriving, yes. But in the books, no. We've been loving life and everything this season has to bring, and Satan will come in and rear his ugly head and throw that weight on me, and I have to choose whether I'm going to believe that and carry that, or whether I'm going to let that go and speak the truth over my heart and my mind and my home and my family. And that's something I've really been struggling with. And I literally just discussed this with a mama friend yesterday, a mom of 5, homeschooling in a very similar season with her children and feeling like we're just barely getting by. Very much can relate to that feeling, and how Satan will come in, want to discourage us and want to make us feel like we're not doing enough and throw 1,010,000 different lies at our faces to discourage us and to defeat us. But we actually have already won that battle. We have to take action in that. And I'm reminded of that very much. I share this exact same conversation with friends as we talk to other moms and share this in the means of, Mama, I get it. Mama, I hear you. I feel you. It's heavy sometimes. It's very heavy. But why are we looking to this standard that has been set in the education system as a level or a measuring stick as to what we are doing well and what we're not doing well? That is, in the words of one of my friends, I don't even believe in that standard. I don't believe that standard. And that's not what I want. So I hope that this just encourages you. Again, I've said that 10 times, but really to hear somebody come out and just say, and that's where I'm at. That's what I'm hungry for. I'm hungry for the mama who's graduated her kids and maybe stopped at algebra and switched to a different math. Like, tell me, if you're a mama who's done that, tell me, where do you go? I don't want to go to geometry and calculus and all this stuff if we don't have to. I don't know that that's the route that we want to take. So, mama, if you've graduated, boys, specifically, I'm just going to say boys because I do think it's a little bit different. Math. Talk to me about high school math. Talk to me about what you did. That right now is a burden that I feel in the sense of, is it necessary to go on to Algebra 2, geometry? Like, my kids are not headed to a university. I'll lay that out right here, right now. My kids are headed to trade school of some sort. That is their heart, their passion, their desire. And I'm going to do everything I can in our home to set them up for success in that. So if that means we're doing business math, if that means we're doing consumer math, if that means we take a Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University course, like for high school kids, throw these ideas at me that are outside the box of what my mind knows to be high school as a public school mom. Like, I was public schooled. So that's the little box that when I start to feel overwhelmed, that's the box that I retreat to. I don't want to retreat to that box. I don't want to go there. I want to lean in to this beautiful life of homeschooling our boys and helping them and encouraging them and giving them, like ushering them in to the different courses and things that are going to help them succeed in life. And if that's Algebra 2, great. If that's geometry, great. We'll do it. But do I have to, right? Like, what are my other options that they could benefit from? That's where I'm at, trying to finish this year out strong. I am trying to lean into the season that we are in, trying to be intentional in the moments with my kids, in the moments that I have with them. I'm trying to do it, and I'm trying to do it well. But I am human. I fail. It all gets heavy. And some days we literally just get by. I think a little bit of a break is a good thing. I think doing math is a good thing. And I really feel peace about coming back when we all kind of have settled. When the dust of this chaotic season, and when I say chaos, it's all good chaos. It's not bad. It's not negative. It's not the burdensome, heavy chaos. It is baseball, which I love watching my son play baseball. It's camping season. It's beautiful. It's the season of play days and park days and bicycle rides and water balloon fights and all of that comes with the season that has changed. It's getting out in the sun and soaking it up, planting a garden. We also have baby goats coming. You guys, we're gonna try goats. We've got 3 goats coming the end of May, beginning of June. So that's going to be a whole new adventure. But I'm just saying, the grace, giving ourselves grace. Do your best. Focus on the things that need your attention, It might not be a sheet of paper. Most likely it's not. But also bring your best to the table in whatever you're doing. Do it well, shut the book, and walk away. accept that it's going to look different in different seasons. Truly accepting that. That's where I'm at, is truly trying to swallow that. It's going to look different. It's not going to look the same. And I'll tell you that I know this 12 years homeschooling, and you will figure out, wow, I have not done anything the same ever. Not even curriculum. Like maybe 1 or 2 boys will keep the same thing, but it's always changing. Everything is always changing. And we are just living it, breathing it, walking it out. All in the sake of encouragement, okay? That's this video. Looking for something great and grand and incredible and some tips and tricks and things on homeschooling. I'm sorry, that's not what I have. I'm not super good at that because I don't have a ton of tips and tricks. However, I do have my experience, my heart, my passion, my desire, and the Lord's prompting to share certain things that He will prompt me to share. And for whatever reason today, it was just a message for the homeschooling mama that just happens to be winging it, just like I am in this season. The seasons of homeschooling, the changes, and the times that we just do what we can. We bring our loaves and fishes, and He multiplies that. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm banking on God's grace and God's faithfulness, and that's what we're going to do. It's the best thing we can do, really. Thank you so much for watching. Please reach out in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. I would love to know that I'm not alone in this season of somewhat weary, somewhat heavy. I have a homeschool convention that I get to go to, not speaking. I'm going to, coming up. And I am like, God, please, like I'm expecting to be, I'm going expectant, hoping to be filled and refreshed and renewed, because that's where I'm at. I'm so ready for that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every one of you. I value every one of you. See you in our next one. Bye.